Hey guys, welcome back. I'm so glad you've joined me for another training here in Posh Ops. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Ray and I'm the CEO and founder of Posh Operations. So today I want to talk to you guys about how to take time off as a virtual assistant. Now, this can cause a lot of stress for brand new virtual assistants because you're getting paid by the hour, you don't have a benefits package, and you're not sure how to take that time off. And let's be real, we all need time away from work. We need that vacation. If you have a family, you need that family time. So it can get a little tricky. So I just want to go over some different ways that you can figure out how to take time off. Now, this is one thing I talk about in the academy is the agency model for being a virtual assistant. Now, this model is where you bring on other virtual assistants who work for you and help you get your work done. Now, in this model, you could set up tasks and projects during the time you're away that your VAs are going to work for you. Now, when you do have an agency model, what you do is you consider that hourly rate that you charge. So let's say you charge $50 an hour. That means that you would be most likely paying your VAs somewhere around, between, let's say, like $25 to $30 an hour, because, you're the one paying taxes on a lot of the work that you're doing and you're getting the clients, you're managing the work. And so what you're going to do is that week that you're gone is you're going to have your team making sure everything gets done. You still need to communicate to your clients that you're not going to be available for communication, but you can let them know that projects are still, moving forward and work is still getting done. And so that is one of my favorite ways to be able to take a vacation as an independent contractor while you still are getting paid and you're not getting behind on all of your projects. However, you do need to make sure that you have a very strong team that you trust and you know they're doing quality work so that you're not stressed out on vacation about what's getting done. The next thing that I personally really like to do, and I encourage all of my students to do this, is to make sure that in your contract somewhere, you do have something about taking time off. Now, most likely, it depends on the person or the client you're working with. You're not going to charge them for 2 weeks. If you take a 2-week vacation, you're not going to charge them for those 2 weeks. However, the language that I use is that if I am gone longer than 5 days, I am going to prorate their contract for that month. So the invoice that I send them is going to be prorated based on how much time I was actually available. But if I am taking 3 days off work, I'm just going to work and get ahead before I leave. And then I'm probably going to have to do a little bit of extra work when I get back, but I'm still going to charge them for the whole time that I'm gone. And, so it really depends on how long you're gone, what the wording in your contract is. If you want to put 2 weeks in your contract, that is fine. I wouldn't do 2 weeks, in one long lump. If it's broken up throughout the year, that's not an issue for most people because people understand that we all need to take a break and we need time away to, rejuvenate and refresh and come back ready to, rock what we're doing. And just the third thing here is just to, I talk about this a lot in client relations, but is we just need to make sure we have clear communication. Let your client know that in 3 months you are going to be taking a vacation, because when they know it's coming, they honestly should be fine with that. And if they're not fine with that, they're most likely not your ideal client. And so communication is clear here. Just send them an email, let them know the dates, let them know what you're going to take care of before you leave, or let them know, that your team is taking care of the projects while you're gone, just so they have an idea of what to expect and they're not blindsided. We never want to tell a client that, this week we are taking off 2 weeks, right? That's not how we're going to build long-term relationships here. So the sooner you know that, whenever you start booking your tickets or looking at dates or whatever you're doing, or your kid's schedule, that's the point that you need to start communicating with your clients. And then the fourth way to really do this is probably my least favorite. However, it is something that I had to do at times when I was a VA. And I know a lot of people have to do this too. It just really depends on, the client load you have and what your client's schedule. If they're going through a launch or something that's really like pressing, this is something that you might have to do. And that's to work around your vacation time. So it might be that you go on vacation and you have to like wake up early and work for 2 hours and then go off and have fun with your family or go off and do whatever you're going to do. Obviously, this is easier for some than others, depending on, your family dynamics and kind of what you're doing, what kind of vacation you're on. But sometimes that might be an option for you, is just to work less, but work while you're gone. And so never be afraid to work somewhere else, because that's, the benefit of working remotely is we can, as long as we have internet, we can get stuff done, right? So just some things to consider here. I highly encourage you to make sure that you are taking vacations as a virtual assistant. We all need breaks. And even if it's just a long weekend every few months, make sure you're doing that. Make sure that you're stepping away from work and just, having that time. Okay. So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how you have taken vacations before as a virtual assistant. I would love to add your ideas to my list, but otherwise, I'm always here if you need help or if you need some guidance in this area. So otherwise, have a great week and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.